We're going to capture the cold start. Don't see any smoke emitting from the exhaust. No condensation. Don't see any excess soot. Don't hear a misfire. I've already taken the still photos of the exterior with an emphasis on body panel fit, general photos, pictures of the rims, tires, trim, and glass. I'm standing about 7 to 8 feet away. From this distance, the vehicle presents well. And the second time around, I'm going to capture the paint meter measurements. The gauge that I'm using measures in the thousandths of an inch, or the mils. If we get a specific reading of 19.7, that's an indication of body filler. I'm expecting mid-range readings, but if we get closer to the double digits or beyond that, then I would suspect respray. So let's go ahead and walk in, starting off at the right front corner. This is the area that you typically would see the little nicks in the paint, rock chips, what have you, and we can see just tiny ones here. But standing back, that 7 or 8 feet, I couldn't see them. So this looks good. Yeah, just got your typical little nicks right there. Good. Okay. And before I start capturing those paint meter measurements, was that I get a quick look at the roof line and then the windshield. When I check that, I'm looking for any chips, cracks, or signs of delamination. I'm not seeing that. Okay, looks good. Just a couple nicks as well. Check for the factory glass. I've got a shot of the public VIN, and while I'm out here, we'll take a quick glance at the top side of the dash, looking for any cosmetic imperfections or defects in workmanship or materials. Good look at the top side of the steering wheel. Also like to check underneath the windshield wiper, make sure there's no cracks there. Okay. And let's get started with the readings. And before I do that, I'm going to comment on the condition of the paint as far as what I feel and see. It's smooth to the touch, and the color's got a nice, beautiful luster as well. So let's get started. 4, 5. Okay, 5, good. Okay. 4, 5, good. That's what I want to see. And then let's get some fender readings. 5, good. 4, all right. And let's see, 4, 5, all right. 3, nice. And we've already got photos and video of the wheel assembly, so I won't spend too much time there. Just another quick glance. Let's get some pillar readings. 3, 5, good. 4, 3, good. 3. So getting some great readings so far. Okay. All right, so 9 here. So this panel looks like we may have some respray. So when I pick up on that, I just take a quick look at it, check the quality of workmanship and attention to detail. So far, I don't see any flaws. So if there's some sort of paint correction done here, it looks like it was well done. Looking at the glass, good. Just checking the factory glasses, what I'm interested in. Outside mirror, good. It's prone to scrapes and scratches. I'm not seeing that. 3, 5, 3, good. 4, 3, 5, nice. I also like to open and close the door. Right? Should be easy to open, and when I close it, solid. So there's no real swage line I can use here. So we'll use this as a reference. We don't want to see a significant drop or a raise. Nice, easy to open, and let's close it here. Put just a little bit of weight there, but it was effortless. Right, so good. Door is flush with the quarter panel, so I'm going to keep on going. Looking good. Let's get a good look at the scoop here too. This area is prone to attracting chips. I'm not seeing that. Okay, 4, 5, 4, 5 here. Just light scratch right there. I can barely pick it up with my nail. Chances are, if you get that buffed out or color sanded, I'm thinking about 90% improvement there. Okay, 4 great readings. I've already opened up the fuel filler looked at that. Everything appears to be in order. Okay, moving on to the glass, factory glass, nice. The froster lines all appear to be intact. Okay, nice. Let's get a glance at the rear shelf here. I don't know how well that's going to come out because of the sun. Let's see here. I think I got these readings already. 4, 5. Yeah, I think so. 4. Good. Okay, just make sure. Looking at the left rear wheel assembly, I've already got all that, so we're going to just keep on going. Let's do a side panel view. Let's really let's scrutinize the door panel fit to the fender and to the quarter panel. What I do is I try to find a solid line in the reflection as I work the camera up. Any distortion in the line can be an indication of body panel waviness, dings, or dents. Looking pretty good. Okay. Side panel here, 4, nice. Don't see any issues here. The wing. Let's get a good look at those lenses. Okay, don't see any scratches or cracks. Okay, good. Looking pretty good. And then the bumper. Nice. Okay. So I'm gonna keep on going here. Before I get those quarter panel readings, let's do the same here on the passenger side. That's pretty good. I still need to review the video as well, so if I do pick up on something, I'll be sure to mention that on the report. 4, good. 3, 5, 4, good readings. 4, 5, 4, good. Let's look at the scoop, and then we already got the all the information we need here at the brake assembly. Let's do the same thing here with the passenger door. Okay, nice. Solid. Good. All right. Get some more readings. 4, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3. Okay. Glass looks good. Factory glass. Belt line trim all appears to be in order. Windshield. Okay. And under the wiper, let's get those door readings. 4, 5, 5, 5. I know sometimes when I review the video here, when I put the meter down, it sounds a lot worse on the video versus what it's actually happening here out in the field. 5, so I'm not abusing the paint. 4, 5, good. 4, 5, 4, 5, 5. Those are great readings. Let's push back. Get one last look at the exterior before moving on. On this segment, this is the official startup that I do, so that way you can see and hear what I'm experiencing. Let's get a quick look at the odometer, and then get it in the secondary position. Right? We want to see all those warning lights illuminate, and then at some point, you know, they do need to go out once the diagnostic system has gone through its own cycle. During the startup process, I do stay quiet. I want to listen to the starter. How quickly does it engage? Is it sluggish? Do I hear any clunks? Is there any delay? Anything, right? If I happen to pick up on something, I'll be sure to comment on it. So, and before I do start it, I'd say like comment on the shifter. I mean, it's nice and firm. This feels really, really crisp, right? It's got a great feeling. Clutch, not too soft, not too hard. It's just got that great feeling as well. So here we go. Stay quiet. All right, I would consider that a pretty healthy startup. We're getting a voltage reading, right? Fuel just below the halfway level, I should say. Okay, oil reading and temperature. So it's a hot day out here today. It's probably been about 45 minutes since it's last ran. So earlier I captured the cold start, and now this is a warm start after sitting for about 45 minutes or so. Now we're going to take a look outside. We're going to look at the exhaust. We don't want to see anything black, blue, gray, or white, and I think I covered that already, but now we're going to do it again. And then just kind of look over the engine. All right, outside of the car now. It's been idling just for under a minute or so. So let's just tighten up the shot here and make our way towards the rear of the vehicle. What I like to do is I like to keep the camera on the car as much as possible. There are times where now I'm looking at the body panels at a different angle, or the lighting has changed, and then I'll see a blemish kind of pop up, right? So that's why I just like to keep the camera on the car when I can. Okay, looking at the exhaust, as I mentioned earlier, nothing black, blue, gray, or white. Don't see any excess soot. Don't hear any misfire. Same here on the right side. Alright, and then let's look at the engine bay area. It's got the pole supporting the panel. This all looks be in great shape. No signs of impact damage. Got another shot of the engine belts, and didn't see any cracks here. I checked the oil level, looked good, and I even removed the oil filler cap. Just want to see if I take a look inside there and see if there are any signs of deferred maintenance, which I didn't pick up on. Again, I'm going to review everything when I do the final analysis. I'm scanning here. Firewall, looks really good. I'll make my way here to the other side. And any chance that I get, I'll get my hands on some components here, just give it a good shake, make sure everything's intact. I couldn't get a good clear view of the coolant, so I extracted some fluid and I captured a photo of that. Didn't see any signs of cross-contamination, nor when I checked the oil. And hoses look good. I look in there as best as I can. Notch assembly good. Let's just let me stay quiet here for a second. Don't hear any abnormal noises coming from the top or the bottom end of the engine. Move on. Here we're going to check the operation of the headlamps, see how they raise. Also check the low beam, high beam, turn signals, flashers. I'm going to hit the horn and test the windshield wipers just to document that on the video. We're going to do the same. I'm going to check the brakes, turn on the running lights. I've already verified the operation of the license plate. Both bulbs did illuminate. We just can't see it from this angle. Turn signals, flashers, reverse, and I'm going to rev the engine a couple times too. Let's go over the interior really quick. Don't see any signs of any excess wear and tear. Here you can just see just a little bit here on the pull handle. So all looks good. Dash in beautiful shape. Horn, already checked the horn, windshield wipers. The washer jets, I didn't hear those operate, so but windshield washers did work. Idle, temperature right on point. I've checked the AC, that blow scope got a reading. I think I showed like 61, but when I revved the engine for a while, it did drop sub 60, so 59, somewhere around there. The heater, that actually read 120. It's really hot outside. It's even difficult to keep my hand on the dash here. It's so hot right now, so that might explain that really high reading. Radio functions. Radio.
Knowing more about
AM radio works. Here it's a little bit of wear on the shifter, but nothing significant. Center console looks good. I checked the seat belts; those all operated. Locks, those all function. Have good, and windows. No regulators aren't making noise. Same with the passenger side, pretty smooth. Sunriser, just checked all that underneath. Looks good. Check this light. Yep, even that works. Alright. That'll conclude the inspection. In addition to the still photos that I took, also got to capture some video just to support that as well. Here, don't see any significant scratches or scuffs. Just checking for any signs of impact damage. I'm not seeing any there. It looks pretty good. Here, just some driveway scrapes here, and this and some rash right here as well. Looking at the front panels here. Good.
There.
In metal, looks good. No signs of impact. Everything appears to be in order. Don't see any leaks. Hose is nice and pliable. Spare tire. Good. Okay, don't see any leaks. Okay. Tire tread depth. So we can get a reading here. Looks like between 6 and 7 mil. Little side wear right there. 6 mil, good. Get a shot of the wheel well. While here, just like to get a side panel view, looking up from the down position. Gives me a unique perspective. And let's do the same here on the passenger side. It's missing trim piece here. Or the clip, I should say. Good. Rotors, don't see any excess wear. Plenty of brake pad wear, good. And tires, you got the 215 45 ZR16s. Production date looks like 43rd week of 2014. Okay. Let's do the same again there on this side here. Sorry for the bouncing around. Okay, rotors look good. So I get the pad, good. Same tire size. And production date on this one here is, looks like 8th week of 2015. Okay, just looking here, good. Nice. Solid. Okay, fuel tank, don't see no damage there, nice. Don't see any rust, don't see any impact damage. All this looks good. Okay, belts, don't see any cracks. Okay, contact. Okay. CV puts look good. Let's get the wheel wells. Okay. That's Bristol Potenza 245/40 ZR17s. Production date 38th week 2014. Rims look decent, no serious impact damage, just a couple of nicks. Shot of the rotor and brake pad. Looks like plenty of thickness there as well. Okay.
Only go for 4 years.
Good. And then here, looking at this rear tire, looks decent. Rotors, brake pads, and let's get some tire readings back here. Up 4 millimeters. Okay, 4 millimeters. Decent. Alright, so been road testing here for a couple of miles now. So far the engine has performed well. Transmission has shifted seamlessly. Here we're just working through the gears. For a second, about 3,000 RPMs, floating around 40 miles an hour, 4,500, third gear. As mentioned earlier, the transmission and the clutch seem to work seamlessly. We've been over some bumpy roads already, didn't hear any clunks, didn't feel any rattles, don't detect any looseness so far. We've already driven it aggressively as well. The power band was excellent going through the gears, but we'll see if we can capture some and document it here on the video when, well, I guess we'll do it now. Okay, so, okay, cool. And yeah, so definitely at the higher speeds, performed very well. There was no shimmy coming from the steering. Right now we're getting a little feedback because of the bumpy road, but yeah, definitely at those higher speeds, it performed well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to discontinue the video now just so I can take in the experience, but so far it seems like a solid driver.